Picasso said something to the effect of, you know, all kids draw or create, and then some just don't stop.
For Ginger Williams Cook, being an artist proved to be more than a childhood dream.
I chose to do art as a major because I didn't think I could make any money doing theater, which I don't know why I thought I could make money being an artist, but I tried it anyway. I was about 20, and so I was kind of right in the middle of college, and I decided I didn't really want to do art anymore. Then I lost my mother. I was so kind of emotionally distraught and in the grieving process that being an art major is kind of what saved me in a sense. Getting into 2005 and 2006, I realized that I'd started showing work in these major cities that I thought that that's where you had to go to be an artist or become famous, kind of just dreaming about what I wanted to do. My opinions changed on what it meant to become an artist and to actually just be an artist. There I was, my senior year of school, already making some money, which I didn't think was a possibility. My family always was, well, what's your fallback plan? What's your fallback plan? And I reared my head at that. I was like, this is just ridiculous. I'm not gonna have a fallback plan. I'm going to be an artist. A professor once told me that you don't have to move to New York or LA to become an artist. You just go where there's a creative heartbeat. You find a creative pulse.
Ginger found that pulse in Jackson's Fondren District, where she and several other artists formed a bond.
We were all always kind of feeding off each other artistically and doing our own personal things as well as collaborating. Maybe just even throwing ideas around at each other and stuff. So we fed off each other's energy.
She's definitely been a leader and inspired, I would say, several people to, just go for it.
William had moved into Fondren Corner building, so it kind of became the hub, at least our kind of base of operations, just as friends. Everybody would hang out there in William's place usually, and in William's studio there in Fondren Corner building. I
really think that the friends that I've made have really taken my life to a really great journey, I'd say. It's like the incredible journey.
She is like a creative sister to me.
I think too many people believe that it's all in where you go to school that makes you the artist. And that's not true. It's really, at the end of the day, everyone's self-taught in a way. It's self-motivation.
There were several abstracts that she did that were really, really strong, and then her figurative work, where she has these distorted, female figures to very realistic portraits. It's all it's pretty amazing that all of these different kind of works can come from one person.
I really like to apply my skills in different ways. And I started noticing a pattern that I became more I'm a seasonal artist. I like to do something completely different in the summer than I do in the winter, and so the seasons actually affect me as an artist. In the winter, I like to do a lot of illustration of kind of characters out of my mind. They're called grotesque forms, but grotesque sounds like such a scary, horrible word. I draw throughout the year. I keep a sketchbook and I'm always drawing different things, and I never had any doubt that drawing was second nature and something that I just couldn't help. But when I had my baby, 4 hours after having her, I was in this delirious state, and I don't really remember it, but I asked for my sketchbook and I was holding her and I drew her 4 hours after having her. This painting that I did for my daughter's nursery. And when I found out that I was having a girl, I wanted to paint a big painting above her crib, and Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite stories of all time. It's really highs and lows a lot of times. There doesn't seem to be too much of a happy medium, which is good because it keeps you refreshed, it keeps you on your toes, it keeps you being honest. I think that's what I try really hard to do, is to be honest.
Along the way, Ginger's quest to express herself through her artwork has taken some quirky and whimsical turns.
I had some nesting dolls that I hadn't painted before. Like, I'd tried one idea and it didn't work, and I was like, gosh, I have to do this 5 times or 6 times. It was just really hard to kind of keep coming up with something on each one. And so I was like, okay, I have 5. What do I do? And so I thought, oh, I can paint the Jackson 5. And I had so much fun doing it being pop culture, and I laughed and smiled doing each one. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put glitter on the microphone, and I felt like a kid playing all of a sudden, Then from there, I was like, well, what's next? And I put the Jackson 5 dolls on Facebook. People just commented and liked it, and it became exciting and fun. If you work hard at what you do, you will be rewarded in one form or another, and that the payoff should just be that you get to do what you love to do and you fight for what you want to do.